Hi, everybody, and welcome. This is your reading for the week of February 20th to the 26th inclusive. And let's just dive into the cards. Okay, so I'm going to do 3 rows this week. And the first row is going to represent our current energies. The second row is going to represent what we are manifesting or working on manifesting. And we do have a super new moon actually on the 20th or late on the 19th, depending on your time zone. And the third row is going to represent our astrological influences as pertaining to this particular reading. Okay, so just to get started here, the current energies, we are recognizing and holding gratitude. So gratitude for how we have alchemized energies in our life. I'll show you this gratitude card. Sorry, there we go. Try to get the glare off the camera. So gratitude. So if we're not holding gratitude, then it is perhaps being suggested that this is something we are being encouraged by Spirit to have. And just to hold the space for all the gifts and abundance in our life. We have, so we're alchemizing. So this is just with the Magician, indicating that we are making changes, that we have everything that we need, and we know what we need to do with it in order to achieve whatever goals that we are working towards. I also feel that there is, it is bringing the magic feeling connected. There is a feeling of connection with the elements with this card. I do feel like with him pointing to the earth and then pointing to the sky, that there is I'm just going to say what's coming to me, a magical representation of, or what is it trying to tell me? Magical representation. My mind wants to stop and try to figure out why it's not making sense. So I'm got to keep my left brain out of this. Magical representation of the elements on the earth. So how we are of the earth and how we are of the star people. And that we're not separate and we are connected to everything. And that's basically what I'm feeling with this card. So there's this awareness in us currently right now that we hold a lot of gratitude. It does feel to me that there is gratitude. So, and with that, I feel like there's a stepping outside of what's going on in the world around us so that we're not getting pulled into it, but we're recognizing, holding gratitude and our ability and choice to create magic within our own life, and how we can best serve others going out into the world, and how that is where the change happens and the alchemy happens. So first within ourselves. So next we have the 8 of Swords. And interestingly enough, I feel like this card is telling us, what are we blind to? What are we not seeing within ourselves that might be still holding us back from perhaps where we want to be, which is this King of Cups. So being in the master of our emotions, basically, and holding the space of universal love, and what is holding us back from reaching this particular goal or where we want to be in this next level of our divinity. And I just feel like there's still some thoughts that we're holding, belief systems that we aren't seeing, that are still keeping us bound, keeping us from stepping into this another new version of ourselves. Like we're there, we're transforming, we're growing, but I still feel like there's some blind spots, and according to this card, there might be quite a few still. So it is perhaps holding us back from what we want to achieve. I also feel, though, that not only it could be the opposite as well, that it's not only about what it might be holding us back from, but this can also be just stepping into this and trusting that this will come, or sorry, the blind spots will be revealed as we hold an open heart and also a energy of acceptance too, of just what is, even especially with ourselves. And if we have that acceptance with ourselves, then we can have acceptance of what is happening in the world as well. Things that are disagreeable, that we feel is disagreeable, but it's holding the energy that everything is in love, and anything disagreeable happens because it's meant to show us something. Okay, so what are we manifesting with this new moon that's coming up? So we have a new moon in Leo, so shine. So I feel that this is definitely connected with this card in the first row, in things being illuminated that are hidden to us with that shine card. And it feels like with this Ace of Swords that these are going to be illuminated in like aha moments where you're just going to be like, oh my gosh, I didn't even see that, and now I totally understand, and I can let that go. And in doing that, it's like epiphanies. I feel this feels like an epiphany to me, that Ace of Swords. Now, normally that is not what that card represents. However, that's what I'm picking up on at this moment. So in the next card is the Three of Pentacles. So we're building something here. We're definitely building something in, with the new moon, and letting go and recognizing beliefs in ourselves that are holding us back. And so we are definitely building something. And that's what this is all about. And then we have the Ten of Swords. And we've been getting this card actually for the last couple of weeks. And I see actually a couple more cards here that we've been getting. And so the Ten of Swords, something is over and done with. I mean, it is so long over, but this keeps coming up because it feels like there are, either we're not letting it go entirely, or it's just new aspects that keep showing up, revealing themselves that are over. It feels to me like in this particular reading that having the epiphany of what it is that is holding you back, that you're not seeing the thought patterns, the beliefs, in order to hold the energy of the King of Cups, you're building something. And what it is that you're building, but it's a letting go. So in this building of something new, you have to let go. And to me, again, with these swords, it's letting go of old belief systems. And it feels to me not only old belief systems, but who you are. I feel like it's an identity. So it feels like there's a identity that you adopted, and that is what we are transforming this week. That's what it actually feels like. Okay, so in the final row, the astrological influences as pertaining, let me say that again, as it pertains to this particular reading. So we have the North Node, so the future. So this row is actually representing the future. So it feels like there's going to be swift movements. So what this, and I'm going to just say it, that's what it feels like, this identity that so it's like okay. So this is making more sense to me now. So it's like the magician, this is what we're feeling, this is what's coming in, this is something that we are aware of. But in this type of transformation, it's identifying, so it's our attachment to an old identity. That's what that is. That's exactly what it feels like. And so this is where we're going. But we have this attachment to the old identity, our old identity, in this transformation. And now this can also be showing that we are successful in it, and then this is what we're achieving. So this is about letting also not only those thoughts being illuminated and you have the epiphany moment, but also letting your own light shine and not holding it back because of this attachment with that old identity, which is based on old patterns, relationships that you've had, and recognizing that you are no longer those things. And they are your past, they are over and done with, and that is not who you are. So you are letting them go. We as a collective are letting them go, because we're building something new here. We're rebuilding ourselves. We're stepping into our power. We're building a new planet, basically, as each and every one of us does this individually. So in the future, as the influence here, things are moving swiftly. So not only within us are they changing rapidly, but also out in the world. And so then we have the Knight of Cups. And so this feels like us stepping out into the world, offering love into the world, offering positivity, and trying with the intention, I would say, not trying, but just with the intention of making a positive difference, holding the energies ourselves and just making a positive difference in the world. And then finally, we're ending with the Emperor. And I feel like this is taking action into the world with using our intuition, knowing that we're protected, having the passion behind us to make a difference and do what we want, how we want to affect the world in a positive way. And I really feel like with the Three of Pentacles being in the middle of this is about building something in the world. So this is something that we are not, I feel like different meanings with this card. So this is like building, it could be a business, it could be yourself, it could be both, and how you are, it's something that you're bringing physically into the world. So through your body, through your actions, and it feels like through the actions here with this Knight of Cups and the Emperor for sure. But it's building, and it's going to go, it's going to be fast. I mean, all this change is happening fast, and it's letting go of releasing the old identity that may be holding you back or has held you back. But it's remembering that you are magic. You are the magician. So it's up to you to make the changes, accept what is being offered to you, and step into it and hold gratitude in your heart for all of it, for the letting go. Let the emotions come and release them, and don't let it hold you back. So what a very interesting reading that is. I mean, I find it really interesting and fascinating. And as I sit here a little bit more and reflect on the cards, it almost feels like the identity, this new role that we're stepping into, we've already kind of already done it energetically. And so it's just the attachment we have with our minds that we are maybe struggling a little bit with letting go. So, you know, if there are some tears being shed for the past and what you're letting go of in order to fully embrace on every level, like, you know, on the physical level, really, and the mental level of this new role that you're stepping into, hold space and hold gratitude. Keep the energy of gratitude for this transformation, for the feelings that might be uncomfortable, and just don't hold on to them. Just let them flow out of you, and perceive them with love, because that's what we're moving into more and more as we transform ourselves, and in order to transform the planet. So thank you for joining me, and please, if you enjoyed the video, I always appreciate likes and feedbacks, and you subscribing. So please take care, and we will see you next week. Bye for now.